Hey everyone, this is IBreatheCurlz. Okay, so check it out. This is what I'm doing. Just tie my hair for a quick second so I get this camera on. Alright, so I'm doing a deep conditioner treatment on my hair. And what I'm using is the Macadamia. Wait, what is this one called? Deep Repair Mask? Macadamia Deep Repair Mask. Macadamia Deep Repair Mask. Okay. Oh. Ooh, I'm blurry. I just can't spend several hours doing my hair at this point. So what are we gonna do about knots? Ugh. Knots. I don't like them. So what I do is I try to separate the hair as much as I can. How do I do that? Okay, really, why do I do that? To be honest, because I don't want to lose a lot of hair. I know my hair will grow back, but if I can get some of it out, then that means what I am pulling out will just be a little bit less. Okay, so what I do is I try to keep everything simple, okay? I add some water aside from that deep repair mask. I add that water all over my hair. Again, from the tip, from the bottom of my hair all the way up to the roots. Normally my hair is usually more damp than this, but on this particular time, as you all can tell, my hair started to dry up. So I do finger detangle in the shower, and look at that, y'all. Really? Another knot? Another knot? I kept on finding knots in the midst of this deep conditioning treatment that I was in the process of doing, and it was just like, really, I have all these knots. So, you know, I try not to lose too much hair, so I really try to take my time with them and get the knot out in the best way that I can. So that's what I was just showing you right here. And besides that, I just look at that. Y'all see that? I was so over it. I was over it. Oh my goodness. Knots and knots and knots and more knots. But it's all good. Okay, next. Alright, so at this point, I am almost done. I mean, I kept going. I was just adding that water all over, you know, that spray bottle, also with the deep repair mask, and I just kept going. Usually my hair is pretty damp and pretty soaked, but on this particular time, as you all can see, you know, of course our hair is going to be drying up. And then, given the fact that I have different textures, and y'all curly girls know how it is to have different hair textures. So, you know, I have some wavy sides. You see that? I have some looser. That side is that curl pattern is looser on that side. It's more wavy, as far as on my left side, which is your right from the way you see it. Also, I finger detangle, and I do it like a double Dutch. So that's what I'm trying to show you right there. It's like a double Dutch. I know, right? Like double Dutch. Who finger detangles in a double Dutch motion? But that's what I was trying to show y'all. So it just helps. You know, I use my thumbs and my pointer fingers, and I just kind of go through from the bottoms, from the ends of my hair, from the tips, and I work my way up to the root. You know, I detangle from bottom up. And here I was just showing you again that I have my hair parted in four, which I parted with my hands. I didn't use a comb and all that. And then I did I split them into two subsections. So each quadrant has been split into two. Again, so it's 4 quadrants, 2 subsections, or split into 2. Okay? And I mean, it just helps for the product to not for the product, but for the definition of my waves, of my curls, which really and truly, this is just a deep repair mask, a deep conditioning treatment. However, like, I had some other things I had to do on that day, so I said, okay, let me make sure that I have my hair intact, since I do have some errands I'm gonna have to run, and I mean, I'm just not gonna walk around with a scarf or with a shower cap on my hair. So I know I was gonna have to wear my hair out at some point on that day later on. But I did allow my hair to just kind of sit, and look at that, another knot. Y'all, I just kept finding knots and finding knots and finding knots, and I was, as I said before, over it. I really was. But, you know, it comes with the territory. I noticed, to be honest, that my hair started to have even more knots as it started to grow out longer and longer and longer. And let's see here. So I'm almost done. I just kept on applying the product. As I mentioned before, I believe I apply about a quarter size amount, not a dime size, but about a quarter size. There we go. Here we go again. Another knot. Another knot. But, you know, you're just going to find them in your hair and you just do the best that you can. So, you know, I try not to allow it to affect me because I don't like losing my hair, but it's only a little bit. It's only a little bit. It's only a little bit. I do have a head full, thank God, you know. So it's all right to lose just a little bit of hair. It's not the end of the world. But y'all, so, oh, but I really enjoyed doing my deep conditioners. Okay, so my hair is about done. I was just taking care of some other little knots that I was finding in the midst of, you know, my hair, but this is pretty much it. This is the final product as far as the application of my deep conditioner. And after this, I just allowed it to sit for about an hour or so. And then I had some errands I had to run, so I had to just kind of roll with it like that. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. And I love y'all. Oh, by the way, let me know what y'all do for your deep conditioning treatment. Like, what are your favorite products out there? What do you like to use? What would you recommend? Do any of y'all like the Macadamia Deep Repair Mask? What do you all prefer? What would you say are your top 3 deep conditioning treatments? Let me know, and feel free to comment with all of that below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and also subscribe to this channel. Peace.